You're watching Morning Mix. Whether you're hoping to enjoy a bodybuilding competition for the first time or even compete yourself, the opportunity is coming tomorrow at the International Natural Bodybuilding Federation Natural Amateur Competition. Natural athletes from around the CSRA and the world will show off their best form and physique.
Here to tell us more about what it's like preparing for a competition of this nature is organizer Bernard L. Gracie II and competitor Tony E. Howard II. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Everybody sees it. They've probably seen the movies. They obviously see the action stars. Everybody's always ripped and stuff. But what is actually the sport of bodybuilding?
Bodybuilding is actually a chance for the athlete to show off I call it the big three: their minds, their bodies, and their spirit. All right. Now, when it comes to the body, you're putting your body through all types of strenuous exercises, diet plans, and whatnot. That's just the body part of it. Weightlifting is the easy part of it, right? Now, the mental is the most important part. Your mind wants a logical explanation for everything that's going on with the body. So it's like, why are you beating us like this? So with that, you also have to have a sharp mind and be determined to know that that's exactly what you want to do and have your mind made up. The last one would be the spirit, because sometimes the body gets weary, the mind gets tired, and the only thing that you have to bring you into the gym or to bring you into the competition is your spirit, so.
Your determination.
That's right.
And so what are some of the common misconceptions surrounding bodybuilding?
One of the common misconceptions is we met Poncier in the back there, and she said,
"That's a whole other show."
To eat grass all day long in order to look like a bodybuilder. That's one of the misconceptions. You don't have to always eat things like grassy things and stuff of that nature too. You can pretty much eat almost what you want. I'll say almost what you want.
Exactly.
But other than that, it's more than just eating leafy, grassy, tree bark type things and stuff.
Well, I'll also say, and women are always concerned, am I going to get bulky? Am I going to look like a man? And that's just not naturally going to happen, because, again, there are natural differences, biological differences between men and women, where men will tend to bulk up, whereas women will tend to look more slim, and athletic, exactly.
And you accept athletes as young as 15 years old for this competition as well. So you actually have some teams that are going to be competing. Tony, what does it take to prepare for something like this to make it to the big stage?
Well, personally, I definitely do have to dial it in as far as my nutrition. I also spend more time in the gym. I typically, right now, I'm doing about 3 hours of cardio a day, as well as 2 40 to 45-minute lifting sessions. Now, that is for me. There's what's called this theory of individual differences. So what may work for me may not work for you. So some people are more naturally gifted. They're more natural athletes. I'm not. So some people might be able to get by and get to a competition, maybe working out an hour and a half, maybe even less a day, just because they're naturally inclined to be athletes. And so it just varies. But I do increase my activity as far as resistance training, cardio, and I do take my calories down so that I can try to achieve a more slender physique while maintaining the muscle. So I up my protein and decrease my body fat, of course.
Yes, the camera was on them when he said 3 hours of cardio, but I thought
Are you out of your mind?
Oh my gosh. And you talked a little bit about your diet, bringing your calories down, but is there any food, diet regimen that you have to follow?
Well, again, it kind of goes toward the theory of individual differences. There are some people who might process carbohydrates better than others. There are some people who might process fats better than others. Personally, my body does well when I go low carb. So therefore, I increase my proteins and my fats and have virtually no carbs to help decrease my body fat.
Bernard, what all takes place during this competition? And let's go over the particulars of the event while you're telling us.
All right, the very first thing, or the very first experience of the bodybuilder, is coming in for polygraphing. Now, I know that sounds a little strange, but we have to make sure that by it being a natural bodybuilding tournament, that the playing field is fair, straight fair. And one of the best ways to do that is to take your athletes through the polygraph situation. Once they've gone through the polygraph situation, we have an athletic training meeting. Athletic trainers meeting along with the athletes, and then we go over all of the specifics as far as how they're going to come out on the stage, what categories they're going to be in, the lineup of the categories. Usually we'll have the men first. The men will be headlining this year's bodybuilding tournament. We're going to start it off with maybe our teens first, then we're going to gradually move on to bodybuilding, and then to women's bikini, as well as women's fit body, and so on and so forth.
Okay. All the information is there for you. That's going to be happening again tomorrow at 9 a.m., starting at 9 a.m. at the Maxwell Performing Arts Center at Augusta University. Again, all categories. And we do want to mention again, this is all natural.
All natural.
Yes.
Nothing, I mean, everything that goes into you, that's what's coming out, basically.
That's right.
Correct.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Definitely an interesting diet that's going to be happening tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining us. We appreciate it very
Thank you
much.
for having us.
All right.
All right.